Hi, everyone. This is Renee Schnurley, and we are so excited that you are joining us tonight. It is Monday, and it's 8:30, and we are really excited about jumping into this Coach Share opportunity with you because we have something that we're really passionate about, and we know that you are taking time away from your family for 30 minutes, and we're just really appreciative of you taking that time to sit down and just hear what it is that we love and we're so passionate about with our health and our fitness and our business and our families. And there's a reason why that you're on this call. Something sparked an interest with you to join on here. Someone invited you and cared enough about you and thought that this would be a great opportunity to change your life in whatever aspect it might be, just as it has changed the lives of other people. Such as us on this call. And so whether that be the fitness side of it, if you're looking for, something that will help you balance with your fitness side, or if you're looking for something that would help you earn some extra money, a couple $100 extra here to save for your financial future, or to pay off bills, or to even replace the income that you would like to do. Maybe stay home and be at home more with your kids, whatever it might be, whatever sparked that interest. We're really appreciative of you taking time. We know how busy you are. We're all, busy parents, busy wives, and we're just thank you so much for taking time with us tonight. And we do appreciate your time so much that we do want to keep it to a 30-minute time frame. So let's get started. My name is Renee Schnurley, and I am from the middle of Nebraska. I was born and raised here. I have 3 kids, 5, 4, and 7 months. And I am also a wife to a farmer, seed business owner. So we have several businesses together, and we're very busy people. But it's a crazy life, but it's a good life. And Beachbody has been able to allow us to do a lot of different fun things and to kind of eliminate some of the stress that we've had in terms of the financial aspect of things for us. And it all started 7.5 years ago for me with an infomercial. I was about 20 pounds overweight, and I needed a way that I could lose that weight before I got married. And I have a health and fitness background, but I didn't really have the drive or motivation to do it because we didn't have a gym. Like I said, I'm from a small rural community in Nebraska, and your home is your gym, and I was looking for something to do at home. And it happened just to work out that I ordered P90X off of an infomercial. I'm sure many of you have heard of that program. Maybe a lot of you have that program, but I did it. And at about day 45, I realized that this was that I was onto something, that it was working. I was feeling good. I had energy. And I loved it. I was losing the weight, and I was doing it from home in a very small house. And it was just exciting, we didn't have kids at the time, so I had a little bit more time to work out. I mean, I can't believe that I actually had 90 minutes at one point in my life to work out for the yoga workout. If anybody remembers that from P90X, most of the workouts were 60, and then there was a 90-minute yoga workout. I mean, really, who has time for that? And so thank goodness the Beachbody came out with 30-minute workouts, 22-minute workouts for us busy moms, because there's just absolutely no way that any of us could fit in a 90-minute workout. So I'm thankful for being introduced to the Beachbody opportunity, the business, home-based business opportunity through this company. Shortly after that, around day 50, 55, I learned about how you can make money from home, because I had left my job to move back, and I didn't have really an income. I didn't have anything for the first time in my life, and I was really stressed out about not being able to have something to call my own, and having my own money, and just being able to not have to go and ask, my fiance, husband, whatever he was, boyfriend at the time, for money. And so it was a perfect opportunity, and I went and I hit it really hard. I knew that Beachbody programs worked. It wasn't the first one that I'd ever done. I didn't realize at the time that Slim and Six was something else that I had done like many years before, and I didn't know it was a Beachbody program. But so anyway, I fell in love with the opportunity. And again, 7.5 years ago, here I am as a busy mom of 3, making a 6-figure income, having positive people around me all the time, I've been up and down in my weights, as I'll share with you guys in the next several minutes through this journey. But this is my family, the Beachbody community, my friends, everyone that's on our team. This is my family. I look forward to these types of calls and seeing their faces, even though they live, miles and miles away from me. I get to surround myself with positive people, and I just really don't know where I would be without it. So again, we're really thankful for. You guys heard that thud? That was my children and the wall. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so you can build a business, however big, however small, at home with your children and in the mom cracks, we like to say. So really appreciative again of you guys coming on. So let's just get back to the Beachbody opportunity, because that's what you guys are here for, is to learn more about that. I could go on and on about the company, but you guys know Beachbody is a very reputable company. They've been a company before they were a home-based business for 10 plus years. They have multiple number one fitness programs. They're the number one fitness infomercial company in the world. We have outstanding nutritional supplements. I could go on about all those things. But I really want to get down to the nitty gritty with you, because there are many misconceptions about what we do as coaches. And the very first one that I always hear is that I can never be a coach because I don't want to sell anything. And my number one response to that is, what I always say is, good, I'm not looking for anyone to be a salesperson. I don't want salespeople on my team. Okay. I first and foremost want people who are looking for something to better themselves. I want people who are looking to create a situation where they're better off physically and emotionally, doing things every single day to better themselves. I'm looking for people to be on my team who want to better their financial future through helping other people. I'm not here to ask for people to be salespeople. I don't want you hounding your family and friends. I don't want you to do that. I want you to invite them on your journey, but we do not expect you to sell anything. Okay. We expect you to be a product of the product, to use the products, to share your story through your personal journey with your fitness and your nutrition and how you're changing that, and just inspire other people to do the same thing. So the last thing that we want you to do is to think that this opportunity is not for you because you have to sell your family and friends. Okay, that isn't something that I do. You do not see me or any of our team throwing this down or throwing it or jamming it down people's throats. It's either for them at that point in their journey, or it's not. Okay, we are always sharing the things that we're doing on social media, and that helps people to attract to us. And a lot of the times, I don't sell a lot of products. I will ask them, are you ready? Is this something that you're ready to do? Are you ready to change your life, your health and fitness? And would you join me in my next 30-day challenge group? And that's it. If they say no, that's fine. I'm not looking for someone to be salesy. I just want somebody that genuinely wants to be on a team of positive people who want to influence the people around them through health and fitness. So if you're scared about that, if that's your number one, objection to joining Team Beachbody, is that we are so different. We are not selling handbags. We're not selling clothes. We're not selling makeup. We're not doing those types of things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this is a business of really helping other people and changing lives through products that work, fitness that can change the whole perspective of someone's life and their health, both with fitness and finances. So that's the number one misconception. The second one is where Katie's going to jump in to share a little bit more about what her second one is.
Hey guys, I'm Katie, and I was just one of those people that Renee rubbed off on, actually. I'd known her for quite a while, and she was doing that P90X thing and was showing off her moves one night, and I was like, what the heck is this girl doing? Because I can tell that it was working for her. So honestly, that was the first time I had been introduced to it. I didn't see it on TV or anything. She just told me what she was doing. And it was something that clicked with me, and I, got that little thought in my mind, well, if it's working for her, maybe this is something I should check out. So when she first asked me, I went ahead and jumped on the P90X bandwagon and tried it with her and loved it, and actually did it to a T, got great results. And, got the ball rolling. Now, my track record was, I'd do something, maybe kind of fall off a little bit because I got comfy, and Renee was still there when I needed her, when I moved 700 miles away from my friends and family to marry my now husband. So I live in Wisconsin now. I'm originally from Nebraska, and I was getting ready for my wedding, and I reached out to Renee to ask her once again to help me because I wanted to fit into that wedding dress. So I started up with Turbo Fire and Shakeology, and decided at that moment that I was going to go all in, and what a better time than now to change my health and fitness. And it didn't stop with just fitting in the wedding dress. It continued on past that. And each time that I found myself trying out a new program and getting into another challenge group, I found not only my body transforming, but my mind, my heart, my soul transforming along with it. And I gained the support that I needed as well with these other amazing women. So to kind of throw in there a little bit, when Renee was asking me to join as a coach, I said, sure, that I was in it for the discount. Okay, so the discount was the big thing for me. And for 4 years of this whole thing, I was a discount coach. And not to, Renee would just continue to ask me, what do you think? You want to invite some people? You want to, try and get rolling with this? And I'd just be like, in the back of my head, I was like, I just don't have any experience with this. I'm not a health and fitness person. I went to school for business. I didn't know about, nutrition, or I didn't know about what your heart rate should be when you're working out, that kind of stuff that I felt I probably needed to know to be a coach to help people. Excuse me. And, honestly, when it came down to it, you guys, it was a matter of the experience I was gaining through my own journey that has allowed me to help people the most. And it just took some time for me to realize that on my own. And the first time that I realized that was when my brother asked me for help. And I invited him to join us in a group, pick a program, try Shakeology, and he lost 60 pounds and has kept it off and has never felt better in his life. So that's when I knew for sure that I did not need a background in physical education or anything like that. I could use what I knew, what I was learning, what our team provided, what the nutrition guides provided, what the fitness programs provided in order to help others have the same success that I did. So that's kind of my story on that side of things. You don't have to have a background and know how to do this. Our team helps you. You learn so much just by being involved in the challenge groups and throughout our team pages that not only do you grow personally, but you can help others do the same in turn. I hope that covers it.
Yep, you did a good job. Okay, I do want to bring somebody on who is a coach. Her name's Ashley, and she is a mom of triplets, and they are currently up, and we don't know what's going to happen. But that's the exciting thing about this business, is that we invite your children to come and be a part of this type of thing, okay? Because we are not serious. Yeah. So, Ashley, go for it.
A little busy.
That's all right.
But yeah, I am Ashley, and our triplets just turned 3 just a couple weeks ago, so we're quite busy. Hi. My husband and I, we were kind of just getting through the end stage of constantly feeding, washing bottles, getting through all that, and decided that it was time for us to kind of take care of ourselves. We found an infomercial for 21 Day Fix. Started that and got results right away, and went to Insanity and then even T25. And this was about 6 months before I even signed up for a coach. But in that 6 months, I kept seeing Renee's post and how she was earning money while staying home. And having this very successful business while staying home with her kids. And I was kind of going through the stage of Groundhog Day, where I was just waking up doing the same thing every single day, feeling like I wasn't contributing to our family. just doing what I had to survive through the day. And so by signing up for a coach, it's really given me something to do per se, like when the kids were sleeping, or I'm a physical therapist assistant, and I really, really missed helping others. I really missed that satisfaction of making somebody feel better. And so this gives me that opportunity to be able to still help people while still staying home with this busy crew. It's kind of giving me a vision that that once they go to school in a couple years, that I can still stay home and be here when they go to school and they get home at school. And this is Easton, and he actually has a physical disability, and so we have a lot of doctor's appointments and therapy appointments, and being able to be accessible and take him to all these appointments is a huge motivation for me. And so that's kind of our story. It's something that has provided me some financial freedom. It feels like I can contribute to our family, still being able to stay home with these guys and not miss a minute with them and take them to appointments and such. So it's been a huge blessing, not only physically, but financially, and it's made me a better person and a better mom too. So there's a lot, and clearly we're busy, and so it works. I don't do this every day. I do it about an hour a day, and that's about it. That's about all I have time for. So but yeah, so that's my story.
You fitted it in the mom cracks, and I really liked how you said that, because there's a lot of moms out there that kind of lose when you become a stay-at-home mom. And I go through this part of my story is, you're in the corporate world, and then all of a sudden you come back to being a stay-at-home mom, and you're just like what do I do with myself? Like, you don't really know. So that's one of the awesome things about this business, is that even if you are a working mom, or you're a stay-at-home mom, it gives you something that you can look forward to, because there's a lot of people in the corporate world that really hate their job, and they just want something that gives them life. They just want something that excites them, and they can be around positive people. So it just really fits for a lot of people, if that's what you're looking for, whatever spectrum that you're on. And for me, it was about having something to call my own. I needed that for my own sanity. Right? So I needed to be around adults, and to, not only on top of being a mom at home, but also like in a rural community where you don't have a lot of that all the time. And a person could go downright crazy, so it's just been great to have that. So I appreciate you sharing your story, Ashley. Okay. And if if you need to go, Ashley, that's fine too. I understand getting the kids to bed with your husband, out on a call. So the other thing that we want to talk about is, one of the objections that we get as a coach is, gosh, I see you working out and, all this stuff, but like, I don't think I can either hold myself accountable, or I don't think that I could ever have 6-pack abs, or I currently don't have 6-pack abs. Right? I see you doing what you're doing, but I'm not sure that I could ever do that as a coach. I'm not sure I'm coach potential. Right? And I'm not even sure what that means, because as we've shared with the stories, none of us have really been, coach potential. You know what I mean? Like, we've all kind of stumbled onto this. Now, me, I do have a health and fitness background. I was in wellness education. I never did personal training, but I have the exercise science background. But I've never used that technical information into my business, okay, unless someone has a specific question. I've never used that world to come into this one. This one's really about interpersonal experiences, like helping other people and like sharing them. And it's really about helping people become better than what they are currently, those people who are looking for that. And so me as a coach, like when someone says to me, I could never be coach potential, it's like, I don't think that any of us ever think that we would be able to be coach potential, right? Like when you come into a journey, and your fitness journey is kind of like it's all about yourself. Like you just want to get yourself on track. And like Katie, she was a discount coach for 4 years before she realized that she had something. And that's okay. Like we have to meet you where you're at. Like even if it's just the discount part of it, you just want a discount on Shakeology, that's totally fine. You don't know when you're going to inspire somebody to get started, and something sparks with you to help somebody else out. So back to the 6-pack ab thing. If you think that you have to have a perfect body right now, like, you guys, I've got to tell you, it's misinterpreted what we do. You know, I think the whole Team Beachbody thing is really misinterpreted by the name, of course, because you think about Beachbody and like a, you know, bikini and all this stuff. And while initially when I got started, it was like, oh, I work for Beachbody. You know, like, now I work for Beachbody. Do you know how many plus size people we have on this team? Myself included. Do you know how many times I've weighed over 200 pounds throughout my pregnancy? A ton, 3 times to be exact. Okay. It's about those journeys that we go through that really inspire people to take action. That I'm a mom and I have 3 kids and I have a business and yet I still balance it all, you know, like, I can do this. And people want to see, I hate to say it, but people like to see people struggle. I think that's why this election is so exciting, because they're struggling like big time. And I never get into politics, okay? I don't. But I think that's why people just, they want to see you fail, to be honest. They want to see you fail because that gives them hope that they don't have to be perfect. And I will tell you, I will probably never have 6-pack abs. I probably won't. But I love fitness. I love how it makes me feel. I love how it helps other people. And it fuels my fire to help inspire other people to have that feeling. So as a coach, that is what we do. We are fitness. We do use the products. We use Beachbody products. We can run. We can do other things. We inspire people to have a healthy lifestyle, right? So as a coach, if you decide to join this team, please do not join the team because you think that you have to fit a certain mold. Because there are so many different molds in this company that you won't even believe it, you know, and people who have lost the weight and gained the weight and lost it, but yet they're still going through this. They're still writing their story, right? So I just want you guys to know that is a misconception about what Team Beachbody is all about. And it's really just about, you know, being the best version of ourselves and inspiring other people to take action on their health and fitness too. So I think with that, I'm going to turn it over to Katie about fitting this into the mom cracks, because she's a brand new mom and she's figuring it out. she's figuring it out. So Katie, take it away.
All right. So first of all, I used to be in the corporate world, the small business world, all that stuff, and I thought I didn't have time then. Okay, and a disclaimer, I am also a full-time Beachbody coach because at one point I lost my job and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And I was already doing Beachbody part-time, so I just decided that this was something that I knew and I loved and I wanted to do it. So I have been doing Beachbody full-time, which doesn't mean 8 hours a day by any means. You know, it's even, what's that saying, Renee? Like, all in doesn't mean all day, right?
All in doesn't mean all day.
So, and we really truly live by that. So now that I am a full-time mom, and
that is all day.
That is all day. You know, I really have been trying to figure it out as far as like what's going to be the best, because Paula is now starting to be on the move. Of course, it's only 1 kid, but like it has been a huge adjustment. So, you know, everybody else in here that has like 3 kids, I'm just like, holy cow. Okay, I can't even imagine. But it has been a huge thing for me to learn when I have time, you know, whether it's choosing to get up and take an hour in the morning before Paul wakes up, or maybe it's in 15-minute increments while he's playing on the floor or taking a nap. But it's the same thing, you guys. We're still doing what we need to do for ourselves. So we're doing our workout, drinking our shake, personal development. Those are all part of this business that, you know, we truly believe in, and that we're trying to fit into those same mom cracks, as well as, you know, checking in on our challenge groups, growing ourselves through team trainings and things like that. And then inviting and sharing people to join in this journey. And oftentimes, you guys, we're doing that in our everyday lives anyways, just by talking to people. So when you think about it as far as like, oh my God, I'm starting a business, I don't have time for this. fitness, you're probably already doing a lot of the things that we do as coaches, which is really just spreading the word, working on your own health and fitness. And, the business side of things or training side of things, we really do try to keep to a place where you can fit those into the cracks of life, the little areas that you might be able to just open up your phone and read a post or watch a video. And that is something that's been extremely helpful to me. And I know our team would probably say the same thing. So, and mom cracks, I'm sure Nicole will be able to speak more on that. We can pass it over to her.
Yep.
But Renee, anything else you want to add on that as well?
No, good job. I think, is Nicole going to jump on for just a couple minutes?
Yeah. I got a little bit of a cold right now, but bear with me. I just kind of wanted to touch on a little bit of how my journey started and how we can take struggles in life and use this coaching opportunity to really get past those. So for me, Katie actually was the one that inspired me. I saw how fit and energetic she was getting, and I really was just struggling. The pounds kept kind of creeping on as I kind of consumed candy at my desk and all the little things that stress eating came with my full-time work. But I just wanted to lose 10 pounds. And so that's kind of how my journey started. But we always talk about our why. And ultimately my why was I really was struggling with wanting to conceive a third child. And it had been nearly a year. And man, I wish that this frog would get on my throat. But so I guess that was my first struggle, was the fact that I had to get past that, because that was something I was focusing too much of my heart on, is just wanting to have that other child. And I was like, why isn't this working? But I had to get past that. And I got into a challenge group, and I was able to lose that 10 pounds and reach my goals. And what was awesome with that is once I started to have that success, people started asking what I was doing. And Katie said, Nicole, why don't you look into being a coach? And honestly, being the youngest of 10, I always kind of struggled financially and looked at ways to save money. So I thought, why not get the discount and start doing this? And the crazy thing is, 11 months later, I actually found out I was pregnant. So then all of a sudden it came back to, oh my gosh, I'm going to get, like Renee said, I'm going to gain that weight all back, and I'm going to have to start all over again. But you know what, guys, that motivated me, and that was kind of my focus then, was just staying healthy for my family. Really, family has always been my focus. And something that's happened in the last 6 months is our middle child, Jordan, has a chronic disease, and we've been having multiple visits to the doctor. And so that's kind of our current struggle. But what coaching has done for me, it's helped with the financial aspect, and that's motivated me to continue to help others, because now we have health bills mounting up. I mean, as you guys know, we go a few times a week to Omaha and some things like that. But I'm not going to give up my why, which is to be healthy for my family, be there to support them financially. And with doing that, it's motivating my son. Even though he was hurting today, we went out on a walk tonight, you guys, and he was running. His hip hurts, but they know that once he sees me moving, he'll get past those pains of arthritis by staying fit as well. So I just want to share that struggle with you guys, that coaching isn't just about, helping others. It really does help yourself get through some struggles. Personal development has been key to this. I couldn't have done this without the last 3 years of what coaching has done for me. Honestly, I would have probably fallen back to just feeling sorry for myself. Why is this happening to my family? But that's what coaching has inspired me. So thanks for letting me share my story.
You're on mute.
That's exciting. What I was saying as a mute is that there's so many different aspects to coaching of what it can do, for you guys. It doesn't even have to be about the financial side of it. What Nicole shared is that she wouldn't have been able to get through some of the things. Who knows? She probably would have just fallen into other things, the candy and the emotional eating and just saying, screw it, I'm not going to work out and I'm going to lose it. And you, as a mom, you can't be that way for your family. Like, you just have to be strong. And I can't imagine her, in a different light. Thank goodness for Beachbody. Thank goodness for what it's done for her and her family. So that's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Nicole. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we have shared with you stories. We've shared with you, information about what Beachbody is and what it's not. And now it's really ultimately something that you need to absorb. It's something that you need to think about. Like, I always say that God always puts things in our heart and things in front of us for a reason. It's up to us to decide whether or not it's for us. And it's something that's the right time for you. And I just, there is a time and a place for everything in our lives. And maybe there's a reason why this is being presented to you. Maybe there's a reason why that you've been invited to this opportunity or to this webinar. And I hope that you guys have, something is sparked for you. I hope that you have gained some information from this. But this is either yes, yes, I want to do this, or no, I don't want to do it. We're not going to force you to do this. We just love to share, what it has done for us. And if this is something that you can take and you can, talk to your spouse or talk to your family about and pray about it, whatever you want to do, and get back to us and let us know, what you thought. Are there more questions that you have? There are specific questions that you need to talk with your coach. Like, what is the best way to get started? How much does this cost? I mean, those are all things that you need to have a discussion with your coach. I mean, I don't really like to go into it because there's so many different variables, in terms of how do you get started and, the monthly fees and those types of things. But I will tell you that if, I always like people say, well, it costs money to start a business. Well, yes, it does. But I will tell you that the $140 or up, whatever you decide, whatever challenge pack you decide to do, is a small investment for what it can do. And the thing is that that $140 is for as a coach or a customer. So it really, you're not out anything. If you decide that, I'm going to sign up, you're out. What you're out is missing out on an opportunity. Right? You're just out that, or you're out the fact that you didn't start your fitness program, but you're going to start that anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Right? So $140 minimal. All of our challenge packs are on sale. And there's always something that's going to, fit the budget, fit somebody's needs. But honestly, it comes down to whether or not this is the right fit for you. Okay. We're not going to hound you. We're not going to follow you around and make you sign something tonight. We want you to really take this information, maybe even watch it again, and ask specific questions to your coach about whether or not how to get started. So is there anything that anybody wants to share before we end this call? But we do appreciate you guys coming to join us, and we do this once a month. And it's always very fun to be able to share what we do and how you guys can get involved with Beachbody. So if there are no questions, on behalf of Team Succeed, we are very, very thrilled to have you on our team, and that we would welcome you with open arms and get you started right. So anyway, if anything, hopefully we see you in a challenge group, right? Okay. Well, you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.